Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. With multiple decades of country hits, the Voice's Reba McEntire exudes country pride in everything she does. The Oklahoma native grew up around rodeos and cowboy boots and has nothing but love for her country beginnings before hitting it big. McEntire has become a pillar of the country industry and yet has managed to stay grounded throughout her sprawling career. It helps that the voice coach relishes any opportunity to rock a country set. In honor of the Grand Ole Opry's 70th anniversary in 1996, McEntire teamed up with fellow country titan Barbara Mandrell to deliver a powerhouse performance of Mandrell's 1981 hit, I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool, and it was a certified treat. Reba McEntire and Barbara Mandrell's 1996 duet of I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool. If there's anyone who loves singing with other powerful country artists, it is Reba McEntire, which made her the perfect choice when Mandrell took the stage at the Ryman Auditorium for a live performance of her 80s hit, I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool. Girl, I am so thrilled to be here at the Ryman with you, Mandrell mused before the set. I love you so much, and this is the first time. I've always wanted us to do something together. This is the first time. It is, McEntire agreed. And I'm really glad that my first time to get to sing on the stage of the Ryman Auditorium is with you. This is your... Are you kidding? Mandrell asked. Yeah, McEntire confirmed. I'm not kidding. Until Mandrell's 1996 performance, McEntire had never performed at the Ryman Auditorium, which had been the home of the Grand Ole Opry until 1974. I love that. Mandrell gushed. Yeah, with Barbara Mandrell, McEntire exclaimed gleefully as the band started playing. Mandrell and McEntire's voices are a match made in heaven, boasting perfect sonic synergy for the country fried duet. Mandrell and McEntire are Western singing sirens, and they injected soul and delightful banter throughout their stirring performance of I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool. The song's lyrics, all centered around the singer's unabashed pride in their country roots, served as a fun-filled launching pad for several cute moments together as they reminisced on Puttin' Peanuts in My Coke, Wearin' Straight Leg Leadus, and other bits of nostalgic. About halfway through the performance, Mandrell pointed out the balcony seat she sat in during her first-ever visit to the iconic venue. McEntire then revealed that she scored a seat under the balcony during her first visit, earning a chuckle from Mandrell before they launched back into the angelic song. McEntire and Mandrell's vocals were firing off on all cylinders throughout the set, and they upped the ante during the final chorus when the pair belted the final note with expert precision. After singing the final lyric, I was country when country wasn't cool, Mandrell cheekily added, we were, we are, and we always will be. We've come a long way, baby. McEntire cheered as the pair swapped sweet post-performance pleasantries. What to know about I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool? Barbara Mandrell released I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool in 1981 as a track on her self-titled live album. Produced by Tom Collins and co-written by Kai Fleming and Dennis Morgan, the anthem reached No. 1 on Billboard's Hot Country Singles and spent 13 weeks on the chart. The Voice, a legendary duet, Reba McEntire and Barbara Mandrell's epic I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool performance. It was a night to remember. The stage of The Voice had seen countless performances, from rising stars to seasoned veterans. But tonight was different. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation, a palpable energy that hinted at something extraordinary. This was not just another duet. This was history in the making. On one side, the Queen of Country, Reba McEntire, an icon whose voice had serenaded millions and whose songs had become anthems for generations. On the other, the legendary Barbara Mandrell, a pioneer who had blazed trails long before country music was mainstream. Together, they were about to set the stage on fire with their rendition of Mandrell's classic hit, I Was Country When Country Wasn't Cool. The moment the lights dimmed, a hush fell over the audience. The familiar twang of a steel guitar echoed through the arena, sending shivers down the spines of those in attendance. As the first notes of the song played, the cameras panned to Reba, who stood center stage in a stunning red dress that shimmered under the spotlight. Her presence was commanding, her fiery hair cascading in waves that framed her face, which was lit with a knowing smile. Reba was in her element, and the audience could feel it. Then, from the shadows, a second figure emerged. Barbara Mandrell, resplendent in a deep blue ensemble that contrasted beautifully with Reba's red. The two women locked eyes, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still. This was not just a performance. It was a celebration of country music, of the roots that had shaped them both, and of the enduring legacy they had built together. As Reba began to sing the first verse, her voice was rich and full, carrying with it the weight of decades spent in the industry. Every note was infused with emotion, a testament to her deep connection to the song's lyrics. I remember wearing straight-leg Levi's flannel shirts even when they weren't in style, she sang, her voice a perfect blend of nostalgia and pride. The audience was captivated, hanging on every word as Reba's powerful vocals filled the room. Then, just as the chorus approached, Barbara joined in, her voice weaving seamlessly with Reba's. The contrast between their tones was striking. Reba's voice was bold and fiery, while Barbara's was smooth and mellow, like honey drizzled over warm cornbread. Together, they created a harmony that was nothing short of magical. I was country when country wasn't cool. They sang in unison, their voices rising and falling in perfect sync. The lyrics, which spoke of staying true to one's roots in the face of changing trends, resonated deeply with the audience. It was a reminder of the authenticity that had always been at the heart of country music and of the women who had championed it. As the song continued, the energy in the room began to build. The band played with a fervor that matched the intensity of the performance, the steel guitar and fiddle adding layers of richness to the sound. The audience clapped along, their enthusiasm growing with each passing verse. There was a sense of unity in the room, a shared appreciation for the music that had brought them all together. But it wasn't just the music that made this performance so special. It was the connection between Reba and Barbara. Their chemistry was undeniable, a reflection of the deep respect and admiration they had for each other. As they sang, they exchanged smiles and knowing glances, their bond evident in every note they shared. It was clear that this was more than just a duet. It was a tribute to the genre they both loved and to the journey they had traveled together. As the final chorus approached, the energy in the room reached a fever pitch. The audience was on their feet, cheering and clapping as Reba and Barbara brought the song to its climax. Their voices soared, blending together in a harmony that was both powerful and poignant. I was country when country wasn't cool. They sang one last time, their voices ringing out across the arena. The final note hung in the air, lingering for a moment before fading into silence. For a brief second, there was nothing but quiet, as if the audience needed time to process what they had just witnessed. And then the applause erupted, a thunderous roar that filled the room and echoed off the walls. It was the kind of applause that only comes after a truly extraordinary performance, one that leaves a lasting impact on everyone who experiences it. Reba and Barbara stood side by side, beaming as they took in the ovation. They had done it. They had brought the house down with a performance that would be remembered for years to come. As they took their bows, it was clear that this was not just a moment for them, but for country music as a whole. It was a reminder of the genre's rich history and of the incredible women who had helped shape it. As the applause continued, the two women embraced, a gesture that spoke volumes about their friendship and mutual respect. They had come together to create something truly special, and the audience knew they had witnessed something rare. A performance that captured the essence of country music and the spirit of the artists who had dedicated their lives to it. As the lights dimmed once more and the stage began to clear, there was a sense of satisfaction in the air. The audience knew they had witnessed something truly epic, a performance that would go down in the annals of country music history. And as Reba and Barbara walked off the stage, arm in arm, there was no doubt in anyone's mind this was a night that would not be forgotten. Hope this captures the essence of the epic duet between Reba McEntire and Barbara Mandrell.